Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 15 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 15-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat basketball.
Inside, left-hand slam! What was that?
Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, mountains and mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Bobcats are looking for a road sweep as they head to Moscow, Idaho today to take on the Vandals. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. A pleasure to be with you on this Saturday afternoon as we get set for the Montana State University Bobcats, coming in at 9-7 on the season. They are 3-0 in Big Sky play. Today they're taking on the University of Idaho Vandals, who come into play today at 9-6. They are 1-1 in conference action. All right, let's take a look at how both these teams got here today. For Montana State, this is a big game. If they get a chance to win this thing, which will be difficult to stay strong, Idaho squad, well, they're going to put themselves in a position to head into that Cat Grizz matchup a week from today at 4-0 in Big Sky play, and there is a shot that first place in conference action will be on the line on Saturday night at the Brick for Montana State and Montana. Now, we got 40 basketball minutes between this and that, so we'll see. And this is going to be a difficult matchup for MSU, but they are coming off an ugly road win, which, frankly, ugly wins to me are a little bit of an oxymoron, but that is what it was on Thursday for Montana State. Eastern Washington's a team that's still kind of figuring out what their defensive identity is, and they were switching up and playing some different defenses than they had put on film. And as a result, the Bobcats took a little time to get going on the offensive end. They only scored 19 points in that first half before they blew up for 49 points in the second half. Christian King, with his second straight new career high, threw up 27 points in the win. Pat McMahon had 20 in the contest, and then Jed Miller stuffed the stat sheet with 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, only 1 turnover, and a steal as well. So great to see there. Chris Hodges was a force on the glass. He didn't score a ton, just the 2 points on 2 field goal attempts, but 11 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds, an assist, 2 steals, 3 blocks. So a welcome continued improvement as Chris Hodges continues to climb the ladder of guys who are very, very important for this Montana State team. I mentioned the 27 points for King. I did not mention the 7 rebounds he had in that game as well. Montana State was +6 on the glass in the win at Eastern Washington. A hard-fought 4-point win, winning 68-64. Now today, the Bobcats get ready to take on the Idaho Vandals, who are coming off a 79-73 loss against the Grizzlies here on Thursday night. Money Williams got free for 35 points in that ball game on Thursday. He was a monster, and it was an early lead for Montana that they kind of traded off of for a while. They had a 14-point halftime lead. Idaho did take a lead at one point in the second half, but it was not enough, and Montana won that game 79-73. So now the Grizzlies swap spots with the Bobcats, and they are out in Cheney to take on Eastern Washington later today, and we'll keep an eye out on all of that. But for Idaho, they get Jack Payne back. He had a struggling shooting night on Thursday, but a guy who can be a big weapon for them. 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, and had 5 rebounds in that game plus 4 fouls. So he struggled a little bit there, but he is a guy who's a very, very dangerous weapon, and is a guy who has a chance to be a big piece now that he's gotten himself back up to game speed. And we'll also keep an eye on what they're doing in the post. They shoot a lot of threes. They're 11 3-point makes per game at 37%. They've averaged 81 points per game during this season. They beat South Dakota State on the road, and they beat North Dakota at home in the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. They beat Washington State in early November, winning 83-81 there. They also beat CSUN 78-64. That's out of the Big West, so a nice matchup there. And they beat Cal Poly, same team the Bobcats won. They went to overtime against Cal Poly on the road, winning 83-80 in overtime. So those are some of the matchups they've had. Then they beat Eastern Washington here in their one-game week on January 3rd, winning 84-81, and then they lost to Montana on Thursday. So that's how things have been shaken out for this Vandal squad. Our third-year head coach, Alex Pribble, and for the Bobcats, also third-year head coach, Matt Logie, trying to get this thing moving with the Bobcats already. Here we are, mid-January, looking for their 10th overall win of the year. is this the year that Coach Logie gets his first 20-win campaign at Montana State? That's always a nice marker to get to at this level with the difficult non-conference schedules that get played. You get to 20 wins out of the Big Sky overall. That is a feat to be cherished. And for Montana State, in the early portion of this season through 2 weeks, trying to position themselves as one of the Big Sky regular season conference contenders. And, of course, personally, looking at what that Big Sky regular season title means, it means the world. I mean, look, you want to go to the NCAA tournament. That is an awesome reward. You want to get hot in the Big Sky Conference tournament. But that is more of matchups and who's hot, who's not, who's healthy. If you win the Big Sky regular season conference championship, that is a feather in the cap. It's a true round robin. Everybody plays at everybody else, and it is a grueling grind and one to be respected. And we'll see if Montana State can continue to position themselves for what, to me, is one of the most meaningful regular season conference championships you can have at this level of basketball. So we got all of that and more. We're going to sit down with head coach Matt Logie, kind of talk a little bit about this schedule as we start to get into now this Big Sky, almost back with the Fridays off, and we'll get into the X's and O's between the Bobcats and the Vandals. Bobcats try to exercise a few demons. They have struggled a little bit here over the last couple of years. They've only won twice out of the last 3 years here in Moscow, so trying to exercise some demons. They have had a pair of really, frankly, tough and extremely impactful losses in this building over the last 3 years. We'll see if the Bobcats can turn that tide today, looking for a 2-0 sweep on the road. But it won't be easy as they get ready for the Idaho Vandals. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get to our Kendall Ford keys to the game. Then we'll dive into some of the other scores. Women's basketball is already underway at home against Idaho. We'll take a look at the national picture as well. And then, of course, as we mentioned, we'll sit down with Coach Logie. All right, we're getting set for Montana State and Idaho today. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Getting ready for our tip-off coming up at the top of the hour between Montana State and Idaho from Moscow. Keaton Gillogly with you. Pleasure to be with you on this Saturday afternoon. The women are already underway back at the Brick, and for the men, trying to go to 4-0 to start the Big Sky Conference season. There's a lot of hoops left to be played. This is going to be an awesome matchup today. But for Montana State, boy, if they can get these 2 road wins heading home for Cat Grizz, as Montana is also sitting at 3-0 going into their matchup against Eastern Washington. Well, that might just be the light to the fuse of what is going to be an absolute powder keg at Worthington Arena coming up on Saturday. Don't forget, they're also doing the championship parade, the national championship parade on Saturday morning in preparation for the women's afternoon tip at 2 o'clock and then the men's tip at 7 o'clock. So a lot to be doing on campus coming up on Saturday next week. But first, some business to get to today. So let's go ahead and dive into our Kendall Ford of Bozeman keys to the game today. One of the first things I'm going to be looking for in this game for Montana State is the hustle, the energy, the grind. Who's going to be the guy who is kind of that emotional and energy leader for Montana State? You know, it sounds so cliche at this point in the season, but it's a tight turnaround. It's really only about a day and a half. You have a night game on Thursday, hour-and-a-half bus ride yesterday, and now an afternoon game today. Not to make any excuses, but it does require this Bobcat team and every team in this conference to come out and bring that energy right away. It is easy to sit on your laurels coming off a brutal win on Thursday, but you cannot sit tight. You cannot sit on your hands. And this is a team and program that just a couple of years ago suffered a loss to an Idaho team here that ended up finishing at the bottom and in the bottom portion of the Big Sky season. And that one loss was the difference between them and a regular season championship that year. We'll see if Montana State can find that momentum and really bring out a lot of energy. So I'll be curious to see who's leading the team in that energy, that hustle, that grind at the start of this game. The other big thing is who's shooting better from the three-point line. That both these teams average double-digit three-point makes in each game. But last time out for Idaho, only 4 of 23 against Montana. That stung them. Part of it also was Montana getting hot with 7 threes in the first half on Thursday. And for Montana State, 7 of 20, 35%, decent. But there were certainly some open looks that just didn't fall, and 5 of those 7 fell from Christian King. So outside of King, there really wasn't a ton. And in fact, for Montana State, there were only 3 guys that hit multiple field goals in the win. It was Christian King who had the 27 points, going 9 of 16. Pat McMahon had 20 points. He went 7 of 13 from the field. And then Jed Miller went 2 for 4. That's it. So do we see Jed Miller continue to play well? He only had the 9 points in this game, including 4 for 4 from the free throw line, but Davian Brown was in some foul trouble on Thursday. He went 0 for 6 with a pair of points, so he's a guy you would expect to come back and knock down some shots. And then for Chris Hodges now, we're starting to see that defense and rebounding out of him. I know the coaching staff wants to see just a little bit more offense, a little assertive on that offensive side. He went 1 for 2. You'd like to see him continue to stay aggressive and hunt his shot and start to add some points to those 11 rebounds. So can Chris Hodges get going? And who outside of McMahon and King starts to knock down some shots? Looking for Jed Miller, Davian Brown, Chris Hodges, Jeremiah Davis, these types of guys. And Seth Almenrud just went 1 for 2 in that last game as well. So who's going to be that third scorer for Montana State as they try to bring some energy in what is an absolutely pivotal mid-January game for Montana State as they look for a 2-0 road trip in the Big Sky. It's not easy, but it is doable today as we get ready for the Bobcats and the Vandals. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the scores, both around the Big Sky and across the country, with a full slate of action. And then we'll talk with head coach Matt Logie before our tip-off coming up at the top of the hour. It's Montana State and Idaho today. Back with more after this. You'll listen to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
We're getting set for Montana State and Idaho today as the Bobcats are hunting a 4-0 Big Sky start, but going to be a tough one today with Montana State taking on the Vandals. Bobcats are sitting at 9-7 overall, 3-0 in Big Sky play. Vandals are 9-6 overall. They are 1-1 in conference action. All right, let's take a look at some of the other scores. We start with some of the finals from Thursday. Weber State goes to 2-1 with a win against Northern Arizona. They won that one 78-65. Northern Colorado got their first Big Sky win of the season. They beat Idaho State 85-72, fighting off a valiant second-half comeback. Montana beat this Idaho team 79-73. Today, first games are tipping off with us. Sac State is at Portland State for their one-game week. Portland State at home, and they are 2-0 in conference play after a pair of overtime wins last weekend on the road. Sac State sitting at 0-2 and 4-10 overall. Montana and Eastern Washington also tip off with our game at 2 o'clock. Montana looking to go to 4-0. Eastern looking for their first conference win. At 5 o'clock, Weber State is at Northern Colorado. That'll be a big one. And then Idaho State is at Northern Arizona at 5 o'clock. Northern Arizona looking for their first conference victory. The women are in action right now at home. Daniel Sally is on the call at the moment, and they lead Idaho 45-28. Taylor Chirick with 8 points. Bailey's got 9 for Montana State. 6 steals for MSU, forcing 13 turnovers in that first half. But right now the Cats on a bit of a scoring drought. They've only hit 1 of their last 9, but just hit a bucket right there. Tegan Erickson, right as I said that, knocked down a 3. So it is a full 20-point lead for the Montana State women's basketball team right now at home, as they are also eyeing a 4-0 start through conference play. Taking a look at some of the top 25 matchups, there's some interesting ones. We got some upsets across the nation at the top level of hoops. West Virginia beats number 22 Kansas 86-75 at home. Kansas is now 1-2 in the Big 12. Number 21 Tennessee loses at Florida. Florida winning that one 91-67. Did you know number 11 Vanderbilt is now undefeated? They're 16-0. I had no idea Vanderbilt was undefeated this year. 3-0 in the SEC. They beat LSU at home 84-73. Nebraska remains undefeated, winning at Indiana today. Nebraska winning 83-77. They are 16-0 and 5-0 in the Big 10 with a win against Michigan State this year. Also, another big upset. Wisconsin wins at Michigan, 91-88. Michigan, number 2 in the nation, coming into play today. That's their first loss of the year. They had been 14-0. Wisconsin is now 11-5. They've been unranked, but you imagine they'll jump into the rankings with that 91-88 victory today. Number 8, Duke beat SMU at home, 82-75 in a ranked matchup. Number 9, BYU is at Utah tonight at 7 o'clock. Alabama hosting Texas today. Alabama's number 13 in the nation. And Colorado hosting number 14, Texas Tech. That one coming up later this afternoon. Colorado's 2-0 in the Big 12. Remember, they played some Big Sky teams pretty darn tough this year. Montana State was right there with them. Eastern went to overtime with Colorado. Colorado has started 2-0 in Big 12 play, so that is notable. Also, number 3, Iowa State, also undefeated. They're at home against Oklahoma State, and Iowa State is leading by only one, 27-26, with 6 minutes to go in the first half there. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a chance to sit down with head coach Matt Logie and break down the matchup between the Bobcats and the Vandals. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Idaho on the final game of this road trip before heading home next week. Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie as we get set for the Montana State Bobcats and the Idaho Vandals. All right, Coach, kind of that first quick turnaround in Big Sky play. How do you feel like the guys are ready to respond with really just that 1.5 day off as we get into the meat of this thing?
Yeah, I mean, conference play has a rhythm and cadence to it. Obviously, we went through it last weekend at home and, got a little hour-long drive yesterday between Eastern Washington and Idaho. But they are quick turnarounds. These are the type of games that you have to rely on your preparation that started back in June, your principles, your habits, and then, have the focus to be able to execute the minor tweaks and changes that come with each opponent.
Well, and on top of that, when you get into a game like this, got to make sure the team is bringing the energy into a fight like this. What gives you confidence that this is a team that can bring the energy even if they do get a little bit tired or get punched in the mouth?
Well, on Saturdays, we know that both teams are playing on a little shorter gas tank than on Thursdays. And so it really comes down to energy and enthusiasm, staying mentally focused and having mental toughness. And so energy, focus, and toughness are the things that we talked about last weekend as we turned the page from northern Colorado to northern Arizona, and we'll have to do it again today.
All right, well, let's get into this Idaho team. They're coming in at 1-1 in Big Sky play after a tight loss against Montana on Thursday. Overall, this is an Idaho team that did come in with some fanfare into this season. What do you view as some of their major strengths coming into this matchup today?
Well, they have a good amount of continuity. When you bring back your point guard, that helps. And Colton Mitchell's a guy that is really dangerous offensively. Can really get hot. Has had a lot of success in his short time at Idaho, and so they're a team that really plays in two ways offensively. They shoot a lot of threes. Over 50% of their shots come from three. And about the other 50% of their possessions come through the post. And so, they're not complicated in who they are, what they do, but they do have consistency and an identity that fits their personnel.
They mentioned that post play, number 0, Brody Robury is a transfer, fourth-year guy, but he's 6'11", coming in with 9 points and 6 rebounds right now. How do you guys match up with him in the post today?
Yeah, I mean, like everyone else we played this year, our non-conference schedule gave us great opportunities to play against, teams with very good size. Robury's a very big human, and we saw about 6 of those guys at Oregon State. We're not unfamiliar with, what our tenets and habits need to be to try to neutralize those things, and we've got to be aggressive on the perimeter and pressuring the basketball, and not allow them to throw it inside at will.
And finally, Jack Payne returning to their lineup in the last game. Didn't put up huge numbers, but he's obviously an all-conference player and can be very, very dynamic. What's Jack Payne bringing to their rotation?
Yeah, Jack, has been battling back from an ankle injury earlier this year and kind of had a choppy start to this season. But obviously, with this preseason all-conference accolades, we know what he's what he's capable of, what he accomplished last year. He's very good. Kind of driving into post-ups and doing some things that are similar to what we see Pat McMahon do. He can hit the open three and just plays with good intensity.
All right, well, here we go. It's Montana State and Idaho in Moscow before the Bobcats return home next week. Coach, appreciate the time and the insight. Good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and tip-off between the Bobcats and the Vandals. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats! The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Echoing
To the cup, one-hand slam!
from the brick
And the brick is back to life.
and all throughout the great state of Montana.
Put it on the highlight reel.
It's time for Bobcat.
There's the juice.
Basketball.
Floats it up and in, and he beats the buzzer. To the cup, the racket-tag. Deep three, bang. Oh, baby. He backpedals, shaking his head, saying, you can't cover me. Rises and rattles the rim. A two-hand slam.
The best is yet to come.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Once the rubber met the road, this Bobcat team found a way to really kick things into a high gear, and now they're trying to push this road trip across the finish line and head into Cat Grizz at 4-0, but it won't be easy today as they are in Moscow ready to take on the University of Idaho. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly, live from ICCU Arena in Moscow, Idaho. Really one of the great arenas and gyms in this conference and league. Only opened up a couple of years ago, but just kind of the one low 360-degree set of seats. They go about 15 rows. If they need to expand, they can behind us and push the bleachers back, but it's all really beautifully stained wood and tall glass windows. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, you can see there's still light kind of coming in from outside on this Saturday afternoon. Even though they turned the lights off, and now they're starting to flash the LEDs in preparation to announce the starting lineup for Idaho. But again, this is really one of the great facilities we have in our conference. However, it hasn't been very conducive for Montana State throughout this last couple of years, as they have struggled a little bit in this place. They've lost two of their last three in this stadium and arena. So Montana State trying to exercise a few demons in this building. And, yeah, boy, if they can, that sets up a potential first-place matchup at the Brick next week against the Grizzlies. So a lot on the line. Can't look past this one today. Idaho came in with some of the better fanfare across the conference, bringing back a bunch of players and starters from a season ago. All right, before we get to our tip-off, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Keaton Gillogly with you. Kelly Freeman is our producer today, and we are ready for Bobcat basketball. Starting lineups today, first for the visiting Montana State Bobcats: Davian Brown, Pat McMahon, Jeremiah Davis, Chris Hodges, and Jed Miller. That's the starting five. On the other side, it is Brody Robury, Biko Johnson, Jack Payne, Jackson Rasmussen, and Colton Mitchell, along with, that's all five. So that's what we've got. Montana State in the road navy blues with the gold numbers and lettering, and for Idaho coming in with the home whites with black lettering outlined in gold. Ball is tossed in the air. The tip is jostled and volleyed around. The Bobcats win a blue-collar tip, and we are underway from Moscow. Bobcats with the ball to start things to our right. It's Pat McMahon working up at the top of the key, draws a bump, no call. Still the bounce, works his way into the lane, gets down to the mid-post, weaves underneath, jump pass out to the corner for Davis. He turns into the lane, gets down to the right block, eye in the rim, now posting up, backing in and backing down, turns, hooks, jumper, just short off the glass. Little contact, no call, and Idaho has the rebound. Good patient possession, though, for Montana State. Johnson hands it off out on the right wing. Mitchell looking for room. Tries to turn the corner, gets to the free throw line, pulls up with a jumper. The mid-range J is no good, and Hodges wins a hard-fought rebound going against the 6'11" Brody Robury. MSU with the ball to our right. Davis fires up to the top of the key. Here's Brown now on the drive down to the right block. Hands it off for Hodges. Double team. Gets rid of it out to Brown. A minute gone in the first half, no score. Out to the left wing for Davis, slashes down to the left block, 10 to shoot. Now Davis posting up, gets into the lane, 7, off balance, shot is up and in. Drew a little bump and body from Jack Payne, but Davis still found a way to finish. He got a little displaced up in the air, but still was able to get the bucket to fall. Idaho with the basketball. It's 2-0. Montana State leads. 18:35 to go in the first half. Mitchell turns to the top, slings to the left wing. Here's a 3. Airballed and out of bounds. Jack Rasmussen airballs that thing, and the Bobcats get a stop. MSU moving from left to right with the basketball. 2-0 Montana State. Out at the top, here's Miller. Picks up the dribble, bounces it up to the top of the key. Now here's Hodges. Handoff back to Miller. Bounce back down to Hodges. Puts up a floater, and it's good. Chris Hodges gets it to fall. His first 2 points of the day. Now curling into the lane. Kick out to the top. Overhead pass over to the left wing. Rasmussen hands it off at the top of the key. Around to the left wing once again. Rasmussen back it in and backing down. Gets down to the mid post. Turns, hooks it up. Rimming, no. And the Bobcats got another stop. MSU on the move from left to right. Here's Jed Miller up to the free throw line. Bounce pass underneath to Hodges. And draws the foul. So Hodges able to draw the foul on Rowbury. 17:38 to go in the first half. Montana State is leading so far. Up 4-0. Here's McMahon down to the mid-post right side. Out to Davis at the top. Around to Jed Miller over on the left wing. Toss down to the mid-post left side. Double team comes against Hodges. Those up to Davis. Picks up the dribble. Works his way down to the mid-post. Kick out right corner. Here's a 3 from McMahon. That is no good. And the rebound grab by Idaho. Good patient offensive possession, though. Here's Montana State on defense. Vandals with the ball to our left. Working into the mid-post left side. Johnson kicks it out to the top of the key. Rasmussen on the drive. Gets the rack. Lays it up and in. Jackson Rasmussen, the true freshman from Meridian, Idaho, pours in his first bucket of the day. Bobcats up 4-2. 3 minutes gone in the first half. McMahon to the post. Through contact. Can't quite finish, but he will go to the line. Drew the contact from Rasmussen. 16:52 to go in the first half. MSU leading 4-2. And Pat McMahon going to the line where he was good on Thursday. Got to the line 8 times, hit 6 of 8. First free throw from McMahon is no good. Bobcats knocking down 74% of their foul shots so far this year. He'll dial it up again. And that is through. So McMahon splits the free throws. And Idaho on the move from right to left. There's Colton Mitchell, the Idaho State transfer in his second year at Idaho. He's got it on the left wing. Mitchell turns the corner, lost it, recovered it, now puts up a jumper. That's no good, and Davis has the rebound. Here comes Jed Miller down the left, or from left to right down the right sideline. Miller, bounce pass into the post. Here's Hodges, looking to get rid of it. Picks up the dribble, throws it back to Miller. Bounce pass back to Hodges. One-on-one into the post. Spins left shoulder, hooks it up, got it to go. There you go, Chris Hodges asserting himself. And Hodges has 4 early points. Bobcats up 7-2. Just over 16 minutes to go first half. Into the post, hook is up and good from Rasmussen, who averages 14 a game. He's a 6'7" true freshman. MSU up 7-4. Here's Miller on the drive. Bounce pass down to the right block. Hodges gets into the paint. Pivoting, hooking. Got it again. Chris Hodges now with 6 points. He's got 6 of the 9 for Montana State. Oh, that's a good thing to see. Passing the ball around. Into the lane now. Blocked. Jeremiah Davis got up and knocked it away. Davis in transition. Gets down underneath. Lays it up and in. Davis with a block on one end. Comes the other way with a transition bucket. 11-4. Montana State leading. 15:25 to go first half. Idaho setting things up. Bobcats will sub in here at the next whistle. We also have a stoppage coming. Bounce past the top. Here's Rowbury. Throws around to the right wing for Johnson. Dribbles with a lefty bounce. Working on Brown, gets around the screen, gets to the free throw line, picks up the dribble, bounce pass, knocked free, recovered by Idaho with 5 to shoot, handoff for a right wing three, that's no good. The Bobcats got the rebound. Jack Payne couldn't finish. Here's MSU pushing the tempo. McMahon out to Miller at the top of the key, puts it on the floor down to the right block, pulls up for the jumper, pure. Oh, that's such a beautiful shot. What a stroke. Jed Miller moving toward that right baseline, found a way to float that thing home. Then he poked it away. Loose ball recovered by Idaho. Left corner three is up. Johnson got it to go. Boy, just that ball got knocked away, and it just happened to fall into the hands of Biko Johnson, who knocks down the three ball. It's 13-7. Montana State leads. 14:25 to go first half. Here's Brown, gets off a screen, pulls up for a jumper, a bit short. Fight for the rebound, going out of bounds. It'll be Montana State ball when we come back. All right, the energy is high. Montana State up 13-7 with 14:20 to go in the first half. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
At First Interstate Bank, it's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. All right, Bobcats coming out with some good juice to start the ball game today. Leading 13-7, 14:20 to go in the first half. Idaho struggled with a slow start in their loss against Montana. Bobcats start with the ball coming out of this break. 14:20 to go in the first half. MSU up 13-7. Jeremiah Davis has the ball. Gives it to Miller and around to Christian King, who just checked in for the first time. Gets down to the right block. Got blocked. Recovers the loose ball with 10 to shoot. Out to Miller. Crosses over to the top of the key. 5 to shoot. Back to King on the right side. 3 down to the mid post. Gets it to Stepp, and the Cats don't get the shot off. Jaden Stepp had a little room there, but he passed it away as that shot clock expired. Idaho with the basketball moving from right to left. Bobcats starting 6 of 10 from the field today. And Chris Hodges leading the way with 6. Lob into the post. Rasmussen kicks it out. Moved around to Mitchell and around to the right wing. Blassingame fires down to the right baseline. Rasmussen throws it back beyond the arc, out to the left wing. Here's a contested 3. That's no good. Jed Miller wins the rebound. Brickner couldn't get it to fall from the left wing, and Jed Miller skies for the Bobcat rebound. Miller has it out of the right wing. Pulls up for the 3 ball, and it's good. Jed Miller finding his early stroke today. He's got 5 after a bit of a quiet shooting night on Thursday where he had 9 points on 4 attempts. Mitchell into the lane on Miller. Gets in way too deep. Stops. Gets rid of it. Throws up to the top. It's not free. The Bobcats have the steal. Here's Brown in transition going to the cup. Lays it up. That's good and 1. Davian Brown's defense turns into a potential 3-point play. And Rasmussen, one of the starters, picks up his second foul. And Davian Brown, who had a frustrating Thursday night with just 2 points, both at the free throw line, gets a chance to go to the line. He's getting going. Jeremiah Davis heading to the bench to a hero's welcome. So it's Miller, Brown, Stepp, King and Almenrud. Seth Almenrud's the one who just checked in. Here's the free throw, and Brown completes the three-point play. He's got 3. Averages 12 a game, so it was a little surprising to see the quiet shooting night, but he was in some foul trouble on Thursday, and he gets right back into the action today. Bobcats now with a double-digit lead, up 19-7 with 13 minutes to go in the first half. Mitchell tries a 3. That's no good, and then they called a foul. So the Bobcats went after that rebound. It is Jaden Stepp who is hit with his first. Hey, Bobcat fans, your support through the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student-athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. Idaho to inbound. Mitchell looking and surveying. Bounce pass underneath, and it's picked off. Wow, what an effort by Jed Miller to take that thing away. MSU into the front court now. Miller, bounce pass into the post for Stepp. Throws out at the top for Brown. Fires it into the post. Stepp makes the catch and lays it in. 2 points for Jaden Stepp. A phenomenal pass by Davian Brown. That was a sight to behold. Leaping up in the air on that left wing with a two-hand dime. Now a drive and a take, no good. Jaden Stepp at the defense. Montana State clears the rebound and pushes the tempo. Here's Brown. He's open. Left wing, 3 ball. Book it. Davian Brown is hot. And the Bobcats come out blazing. Up 24-7 against Idaho with 12:18 to go in the first half. Whoa! Let's take it to a break as Idaho uses the timeout for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State up 24-7 against Idaho. Blitzing the Vandals early. 12:18 left in the first. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Attention Bozeman, a sparkling new gem has arrived. Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, your destination for extraordinary jewelry and exceptional service. Searching for the perfect engagement ring? Our vast selection includes pieces from top designers with stunning diamonds from a half carat to sky's the limit. And don't forget our anything promise. Purchase your rings from Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, and if anything happens to them, we'll replace them, no questions asked. Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, where Montana gets engaged. Open in Bozeman across from Gallatin Valley Mall.
First Interstate Bank broadcast position with Montana State leading 24-7 against Idaho with 12:18 to go in the first half. We asked, pointed out one of the Kendall Ford keys to the game in the pregame would be the Bobcat energy early, and boy, it has come out with a flash. Here's a drive and a kick as Idaho works offensively. Topside 3 is no good. Offensive rebound out the free throw line. Backing in, posting up. Brickner turns, hooks, no. Rebound tip. That is out of bounds. It's going to the Bobcats. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app. Available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Montana State into the front court now. Here's Jed Miller with the dribble. He throws it over to Brown, who gets it back. Or Miller gets it back. Miller surveying. Throws into the right corner for Stepp. Hands it back off to Miller. And we got an illegal screen. Jaden Stepp leaning into the screen a bit. And Stepp picks up his second foul. Davian Brown to the bench. Pat McMahon in. Hodges in replacing Jaden Stepp. Again, 2 quick fouls here on Jaden Stepp. That's an evolving story with the Bobcats a little shy in front court depth with the injuries to Wackett and Botch earlier this year, not making the trip. Out to the right wing. Long cross-court pass. That 3 ball's up. No good. The Bobcats clear the rebound as Brickner comes up empty. He's a dynamic three-point shooter, and it didn't fall. Here's McMahon getting a handoff with a blaze of speed down to the right block. Bounce pass back out to the top of the key. Miller throws it inside. Here's McMahon, makes the catch through contact, banks it, no. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it is, I think, staying with Montana State. Good motor by Hodges again, is really bringing that cliche lunch pail attitude into the post on this road trip. It's been fun to watch. Montana State ready to inbound the basketball. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 11:09 to go in the first half. MSU leading 24-7. Miller gets it into Hodges down to the left baseline, backing it into the post, turns, hooks, forcing it up, brimming and good. 8 points for Chris Hodges, and his confidence absolutely increasing now for Montana State. Idaho with the ball to our left, looking for something on the offensive side. Down 26-17. Here's a right corner three. That's no good from Brickner, and Seth Almenrud has the rebound for MSU. Cats into the front court now. Miller with the dribble. Throws up to King. Around to the left wing for Pat McMahon. Turns the corner to the free throw line. Down to the right block through contact. Banks it home. Tough big body take by Pat McMahon again, and we're getting used to saying that. Idaho into the front court now. Up to the top, Brickner. Eyeing the rim, picks up the dribble, throws back out beyond the arc. Moved around to the left wing for Payne, just back from injury. Up to the top of the key for Joba. He's got the ball, looking to get rid of it. Throws it out to the top. 8 to shoot. Biko Johnson working on the right wing. 6. A lot of handles, a lot of bark, no bite. 3 to shoot. Now jacks up a contested 3, and it's good. Praying to the right basketball gods on a shot like that. 28-10. MSU leads by 18. 9:51 to go in the first half. Jed Miller throws it around to the top of the key. Over to the left wing now. Back up to the top for Miller. Turns right around a screen down to the mid post. Jump pass up to the top. Here's Almenrud with the lefty dribble to the elbow. Thrown back out to King and had it poked out of bounds. And I think they're calling a foul. They are. Jack Payne picks up the foul as he tried to reach around when King blew by him. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with a patient experience and second to none. Experienced doctors and advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Montana State Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. Inbound to Hodges. Gets into the post. Had a big-bodied right-handed hook. And Chris Hodges has 10 points in 10.5 minutes of game time. Whoa. 20-point lead for the Cats. And a foul from way out on the distance. And it's Pat McMahon who gets tagged for the foul as his defender fell down. Cats are shooting 71% from the field. Hodges is a perfect 5 for 5 for 10 points. Idaho to inbound underneath their own basket. It's out to the right wing for Mitchell. Throws to Johnson. Quick trigger 3. Got it to go. Biko Johnson, his second 3. It's a lot of those. Came in with 25 3-point makes at 31%. And Johnson with a couple of prayer 3s answered. Bobcats up 30-13. 9:05 to go in the first half. Thrown around to McMahon at the top of the key for the Bobcats. Working offensively to our right in the road, Navy Blues. Here's Brown trying to turn the corner down to the right block. Picks it up, gets it back into the post. Hodges had it tip free, recovers the loose ball. Gets it back to Brown with 10 to shoot. 8 to shoot. Brown's got the ball. 7 with the dribble into the mid-post. 5 hands it off underneath. Hodges makes the catch and floats it home. It's a dozen for Chris Hodges, and Davian Brown with a sweet touch pass to open up that easy lay-in. MSU up by 19. 8:35 to go. First half. Around to the right wing for Rasmussen. Turns the corner, gets inside, banks it. No, rebound tipped. Loose out of bounds, staying here. King touched it last. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Idaho to inbound. Mitchell will have the honors. Chris Hodges pouring in 12 points today on 6 of 6 shooting. Welcome sight for the Cats after he had that big rebounding performance on Thursday. Inbounds into the left corner. Toss back out to the top of the key. Johnson, who's had a hot hand, gets rid of it over to the right wing. Clapper hands it off at the top for Rowbury with the dribble. Picks it up. Gets it back to the point guard, Mitchell. 7 to shoot. Mitchell steps behind a screen, triggers a 3. That's no good. Rowbury with a rebound. Back up, no. And then that ball knocked out of bounds. We got a foul going against Rowbury, who used a big forearm shiver to clear some space. Double check. It is on him. That's his second, and that's a big call as well. By the way, for Hodges, he's already only 2 points shy of a career high. Set that with a 14-point performance against Long Beach State earlier this year. 32-13, Montana State leads. 8:05 to go in the first half. MSU with the ball moving from left to right. Hot shooting start today, over 70% in the first half for the Bobcat offense. Hodges throws around to Davis, takes it to the top of the key. Bounce pass down to Hodges on the right block. Backing in, posted up. He's going to work, shoulder to chest, turn, stepping through, bodying up, left it short. It's out of bounds and staying with Montana State, 7 to shoot. And that'll take us to a break. So the Bobcats will be able to use this timeout to draw up a baseline out-of-bounds play and try to get something good going. We'll take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Bobcats blitzing the Vandals early with a lot of ball left to be played. 7:42 left of the first half. Montana State 32, Idaho 13. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at the MSU bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. The MSU bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase goes directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Go Cats!
Town Pump's proud sponsor the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana, which renews next Saturday with a doubleheader on the hardwood for both men's and women's. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. Bobcats are shooting 70% from the field. They're plus 10 on the glass, and Chris Hodges putting together one of the best games of his young Bobcat career. He's got 12 points on 6 of 7 shooting. 7:42 to go first half. Cats up 32-13. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Bobcats inbound. Here's McMahon, 5 to shoot. Down to the left post, 3. Turns, fall away, Jay. Off the front iron, no good. And Idaho gets the stop coming out of the break. Vandals into the front court. Up to the top of the key. Asmussen working on the left wing. Pestered by Brown. Great defense. Wonderful energy. Up to the top. Here's Johnson with a righty dribble into the lane. Nearly lost it. Picks it back up. Pivoting in the paint. Off balance shot. Left it short. Loose ball. Saved by Davis to King. Another just phenomenal hustle effort by all 5 Bobcats on the floor. What a beautiful sight to see. Christian King around to Brown. Into the right corner for McMahon. Down to the right baseline for Hodges. Digging deep into his bag, backing in and down. Lefty hook is up, rims off, no good. And Idaho has the rebound. They're on the move from right to left. Clapper has it up in the front court to set it all up. 7:45 to go in the first half. 6:45 to go in the first half. MSU up 32-13. Here's Mitchell on the slicing drive. Pulls up at the elbow. His jumper is no good. And King comes skying in for the rebound. Bobcats have really cleaned the glass. They're plus 10 in the rebounding margin. Brown has the dribble. Setting it up for the Bobcats. Moves left around the screen. Down to the slipping. Hodges makes the catch, rises and slams it home. And that ties a career high. Chris Hodges with that dunk. Now has 14 for Montana State. Into the post, contested catch, layup is good. Asmussen with a quick bucket. He's got 6. A true freshman. We hit the 6-minute mark in the first half with MSU up 34-15. Here's Brown, left wing three. That's no good. Hodges fighting for the rebound, couldn't quite get it as Colton Mitchell came in to help out and steal that rebound away. Over to the right wing for Biko Johnson, slices into the lane, goes to the rack, finger rolls it home. Tough take by Biko Johnson, who's having a nice day. Had a timeout called by Montana State. We got a 30-second timeout, keeping it here at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, courtside next to the Bobcat bench. Idaho putting together a little bit of a run right now. And a quick timeout called by Coach Logie. Again, 5:47 left first half. Montana State leading 34-17 over Idaho. Amsterdam at Meat Shop, proud sport of Bobcat Athletics in the Gallatin Valley, helping to present Bobcat basketball. It's the Chris Hodges Show today, 14 points on 7 of 9 shooting. Davian Brown, a hot start, 6 points. Jed Miller's got 5. Jeremiah Davis has 4. So what do we say at the pregame show talking about the keys? Who's going to step out around King and McMahon for some of that scoring prowess? Right now, King and McMahon, a combined 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting. And yet, Montana State still has a 34-17 lead, so a very fine sign for a durable Bobcat offense today. 5:40 left first half. MSU with the ball coming out of their timeout. It's Jeremiah Davis with the basketball over on the left wing, gives it to Miller, turns the corner, pulls up to the baseline jumper, and it's good. Jed Miller showing off that smooth jump shot. He's got 7 in the first half. MSU back up by 19 with 5:25 to play in the first. Up to the top of the key. Into the post, catch is made, and a foul is made on the contest as the layup comes up shy out of the hands of Jackson Rasmussen. Jed Miller is the man who picks up the foul. 2 free throws coming. Know what's below. Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. Meanwhile, the women trying to put their game away at home with about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. First free throw is good. The women right now leading 70-41 over Idaho at home. They've forced 21 turnovers and have 11 steals with 3 players in double figures. So a nice balanced performance by the women's team right now. Rasmussen dialing up the free throw. Next shot is up. And no good. He splits the pair. 7 points for Rasmussen, who averages about 14 a game in his first collegiate season. MSU with the ball going to our right with just over 5 minutes to play in the first half. It's 36-18 MSU. Pat McMahon turns down to the left block, works his way into the paint, jump pass out to Brown. With a lefty dribble, steps back, gives it to Jaden Stepp, playing with 2 fouls. Then to Jeremiah Davis out of the right wing, works his way down to the right baseline, back out to Stepp, dials up a 3, pure. And the Bobcats knocking them down from deep in the first half. They're 3 for 5 from downtown. Jaden Stepp's got 5. MSU up by 21 with 4:44 to go in the first half. Handoff at the top of the key. Ewan Steele gives it to Colton Mitchell. Mitchell throws to the left wing. Rasmussen had it knocked free momentarily, recovers, gets in the lane. We got a whistle and a blocking foul. Ooh, Davian Brown had set up a home and a family down there underneath in the post. Was he in the restricted area? Brown picks up the first foul. Oh, just missed the replay on the video board. And Rasmussen going to the line for 2. First free throw is good. See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. Advanced Thompson Vision. Our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision, because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Advanced Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at AdvancedThompsonVision.com. Next free throw is good. Rasmussen's got 9, and he will head to the bench. A little pressure now from Idaho in the backcourt. Not much. They're running a zone, a 2-2-1 zone right now. Bobcats pass right through it. Boy, they sliced through that with just 2 passes. MSU with a 19-point lead, the ball, 4:20 to go, first half. Out to Brown, lob into the post for Stepp. Skip out to the left wing, facing the zone defense. Hands it off underneath, and McMahon rises and dunks it down. Pat McMahon with a 2-hand flush, and Jed Miller, a beaming smile after the assist. 21-point lead for MSU. 4 minutes to go first half, and it's knocked away. Pat McMahon with the steal. Here comes MSU, and then his long pass is picked off. Now Idaho moving the other way. Clapper into the lane, and he's cut off. Handed off for Mitchell, trailing 3. That's no good. And the rebound tipped and out of bounds, and it's going to Montana State. Good job by Jaden Stepp fighting Brody Robury. And Idaho is going to challenge that call. So we will take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:46 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 41-20 over Idaho. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position with 3:46 to go in the first half. Montana State leading 41-20. They have overturned the call during the last commercial break. So the ball and possession go to Idaho. And they're going to put 20 on the shot clock because it's going down as an offensive team rebound. Again, 3:46 to go first half. MSU up 41-20. They've hit 67% of their field goal attempts today. Inbounds pass coming. Toss down into the left corner. Working down that left baseline. Bounce pass out to the right corner. Now here's a 3-ball, and it's good. Isaiah Brickner, the transfer from Marist College, poured it in. 41-23, 3:30 to go in the first half. Miller left alone. Free throw line jumper. That's no good. Rebound, Idaho. Miller, the second leading scorer for the Cats, with 7 right now. That was his first miss of the day. He's 3 for 4. Here's Johnson getting free off a screen. His 3-ball's no good. Robury with a big-bodied rebound and gets rid of it. He is a massive human at 6'11", 255 in the post. Here's Robury again against Stepp, and it's not free. Jaden Stepp's got the steal. What an effort. And then the foul as Robury just kind of bowled him over, and that's the third foul on Brody Robury. He needed to just back away, and a good job by Stepp. He tried to keep his balance and eventually just couldn't anymore as Robury was standing and straddling his plant foot. And the Bobcats have the ball with 3:04 to go in the first half, up 41-23. MSU tried for a 2-0 weekend in Big Sky play. On the road, not easy to do. A lot of ball left. Hodges, jump pass underneath, and the back cut by Davis results in an easy one-handed layup. 6 points for Jeremiah Davis. The Bobcats have now scored 92 points over the last 2 halves, going back to the second half against Eastern. Here's a floater up and in by Miles Clapper, the California native who averages 5 a game. 2:25 remaining first half. Let's see if the Bobcats can close this thing strong after what's been a phenomenal 18 minutes of ball. Miller out of the right wing. Turns to the free throw line. Jump pass to Brown. Bounce pass down to the right block. Here's Hodges in a mismatch. In his favor, turns and hooks it. Just left it short. But a good post move, and Idaho has the rebound. Here's the lefty drive, cut off by Jeremiah Davis, the glove. What great defense by Davis. Now down to the right block, nowhere to go, wants to get rid of it, and Brickner finally does. Just absolutely draping Brickner defensively. Great set by Davis. Now into the lane, laying it up. Clapper left it short. Rebound tipped. It's loose. The Bobcats win the hustle ball. At 50-50, ball goes in favor of MSU, who has been the more physical team today. Miller turns to the elbow, picks up the dribble. Throws it out to McMahon. Around to the right wing. Brown steps to his left, lets it fly. Pure. Davy and Brown, 9 points, his second. Wendy's 3-ball of the first half. MSU back up by 21 with 1:25 to go in the first half. Handoff at the top of the key. Brickner calls for a screen. Moves to his left, throws up to the top. Here's a 3-ball, and it's good. Jack Payne gets it to fall. 27% shooter from the three-point line, but he's got a little higher skill than that. He's battled some injuries this year. A minute to go in the first half. MSU up 46-28. Here's Miller. Throws up topside, knocked free in transition. Brickner rises and dunks it in. Turnover for a touchdown for Idaho. 50 seconds to go and running in the first half with MSU up by 16. This game far from over. Handoff out on the right wing. Here's Brown. Bounce pass to Hodges. Still holding. Gets it off to Brown. Hands it back off to Miller. 10 seconds to shoot. Bounce to Hodges. 9. Handoff for McMahon. 8. Gets to the left elbow. 7. Turns into the lane. Going to the rack. Lays it through contact and finish. Took a forearm in the waist. And as he was drifting away across the baseline, had enough touch to finish that baby off. 7 points for McMahon in the first half. Shot clock dark. Final 12 seconds of the first half with MSU up by 18. Idaho with the ball. 10 seconds left in the half. Johnson with 7. Tries to turn on Miller. Runs into a wall. Jump pass out to the right wing. 4. Here's a 3-ball. High arcing shot. Swirls off. No good. And the first half comes to a close. A banner 20 minutes for Montana State. They follow up their 49-point second half in Cheney with a 48-point first half in Moscow. Wow. MSU now with an absolutely ferocious offensive pace. They have scored 97 points over their last 40 minutes on the road in conference play. Let's step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. It's Montana State 48, Idaho 30. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
Bobcats running hot to start, and boy, what an offensive road trip this has now been for Montana State when it really did not start well offensively at all. Pretty remarkable what the Cats have done over their last 40 minutes of gameplay, considering how they started in the first 20. Again, we're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position at halftime with Montana State leading Idaho 48-30. You think back to Thursday, the Bobcats facing varying defenses from Eastern Washington. That led them to scoring just 19 points in the first half. They only shot 36% in that first half on Thursday night, but the Bobcats battling back. They hung 49 points in the second half to win that game by 4 on Thursday, and now today they come out shooting a blistering pace to take a 48-30 lead over Idaho after one half of play. So that is the second half of Eastern, the first half of this Idaho game. Montana State has scored 97 points. Just bonkers stuff on the road against conference competition. Chris Hodges leading the way with the 14 points to match a career high. The Bobcats knocking it down at a 67% field goal rate in the first half as well. Some impressive stuff for MSU. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll get you a full rundown of the scoring. We'll also get you caught up on how the women are doing and some of the scores from around the rest of the Big Sky and beyond. First, though, a timeout. Montana State is leading 48-30 over Idaho at the half. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, ooh, pump it up, pump it up.
If you want variety, great prices, and sales, stop by your local Town Pump. Coors and Miller 18-pack cans and bottles, $18.99. Pump It Up members save an additional $2, only $16.99. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, yeah.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Think about quitting tobacco or vaping. You don't have to do it alone, and you don't have to wait for the perfect time. QuitNowMontana.com offers free confidential support 24/7. You'll get one-on-one coaching, proven tools, and resources designed to help you quit and stay quit. Whether it's your first try or your 5th, help is just a click away. Make today the day you take the first step toward a healthier future. Visit QuitNowMontana.com. Bobcats leading at the half, up 48-30 over Idaho. Chris Hodges with a career-high tying 14 points on 7 of 10 shooting. He hit his first 6 shots today. He's also got 2 rebounds. 9 points for Davian Brown with a pair of Wendy's, 3 balls. Pat McMahon with 7. Judd Miller's got 7 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. 6 points for Jeremiah Davis, 5 for Jaden Stepp. On the other side, it is Pico Johnson leading the way with 11. He hit 3 threes in that first half for Idaho. Jack Payne's got 3. Rasmussen, the freshman's got 9. Brickner's got 5. Clapper's got 2. That's it. Only 5 players scored for Idaho in that first half. The Bobcats shoot 66%. They go 21 of 32 from the field in the first half, 4 of 6 from the three-point line, and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. On the other side, Idaho 33%, 5 of 16 from the arc, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Bobcats were +6 on the glass in that first half. They had 8 assists on 21 makes, 4 turnovers, 4 steals, 2 blocks. And fine performance by MSU. 30 points in the paint, 8 fast break points as well. And Montana State has run heavily with this thing right now, building out a lead as big as 21, currently up 18 at the half. All right, more to come. We'll get you some other scores from around the Big Sky in a moment. First, a timeout. Montana State leading at the half, up 48-30 over Idaho. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up,
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
MSU with a banner first half. They'll have to follow that up with a strong second half, but currently leading 48-30 over Idaho at halftime. We're about 4.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Let's check in on the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard. 2 other games in action right now. Portland State trying to go to 3-0 in conference play. They lead Sac State at home at halftime, up 46-32. And Montana with a 5-point lead at Eastern Washington at the half. Montana leading that one 33-28. Later tonight, it is Weber State at Northern Colorado, and then Idaho State is at Northern Arizona. Meanwhile, the women get ready to close their game out with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They lead 87-59 against Idaho. We got a shot for a combined 8-0 basketball teams hosting Montana at the Brick next Saturday at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Still a lot of basketball left to be played here, but boy, that really would be something if the Bobcats, both on the men's and women's side, could get that thing done. So that's what we've got going on here as we get ready for the second half. A couple of upsets around the national rankings this afternoon. Unranked Wisconsin beat number 2 Michigan 91-88 earlier today. Number 11 Vanderbilt's now undefeated. They won 84-73 against LSU. Number 21 Tennessee got upset on the road at Florida 91-67. They got blown out. And number 22 Kansas loses at West Virginia 86-75. So an unranked win or loss there. Number 3 Iowa State trying to pull away midway through the second half against Oklahoma State, leading 65-58. And Colorado, which is 2-0 in the Big 12 right now, they host Texas Tech today, coming up at 5 o'clock Montana time. Be interesting to see what Colorado can do in that one. which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the upcoming year. Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. All right, let's step aside. On the other side of this timeout, we're ready to go for the second half. Montana State leading Idaho 48-30 at halftime. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Montana State leading 48-30 over Idaho as we get ready for the start of the second half. Idaho will have the ball moving from left to right in the home whites as the Bobcats eye a 4-0 conference start. Wouldn't be easy, but it could set up a first-place matchup in Bozeman on Saturday next week against the arch rivals. Idaho inbounds the basketball, and we are underway in the second half with the Vandals holding the basketball down 48-30. Ball moving around the perimeter. Down to the mid-post left side for Rasmussen. Tries to spin past McMahon. Doesn't have room. Has to kick it back up to the top. 10 to shoot. Colton Mitchell with it. Moves left around the screen. Pulls up at the free throw line. Picks it up the dribble. Tries the jumper, and it's good. Low percentage shot from Colton Mitchell. Gets his first 2 points. He leads the team at 14.5. And those are his first 2 points of the afternoon. 19:20 to go in the game. Montana State up 48-32. Hodges hands it off for McMahon at the top of the key. Flips it back out to the top. Here's Jed Miller. Throws back to McMahon. Rips his way down to the mid-post. Pulls up for a clean jumper. Back iron, no. Rebound, Idaho. Vandals on the move from left to right. Here's a quick drop down inside. Rasmussen able to lay it in. Tough find. 11 points for Jackson Rasmussen. 48-34. 18:50 to go in the ball game, and Idaho with a quick couple of punches landed. Here's the drive down to the left block. Skip out to the top for Miller. Bounce pass to Hodges out of the right wing. Handed off for Miller, turns the corner, pulls up, throws it underneath, and Hodges got stripped underneath. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Montana State as Biko Johnson came in with a full arm swing to whack it away. 11 seconds on the shot clock as Montana State will inbound to the baseline. Miller looking and looking, finds Brown, throws it back out to the top. 8 to shoot, around to the right wing, Davis, 7. Davis with the dribble, 5, gets down to the right block, lost it out of bounds, and it's going to Idaho. Jeremiah Davis with some fresh tape on that left thumb now. And Idaho feeling like they've landed a couple of punches. They've got a chance to make this a single-digit game with a 3 ball, trailing by 12. Mitchell moves right around the screen. Working on McMahon. Works into the paint. Goes up. Got blocked. Pat McMahon skied and got a piece of it, and now MSU moving the other way. Davian Brown without numbers slows it down. The Bobcats get themselves organized with the leader, Jed Miller, at the top. Gives it to Hodges over on the right elbow. Works his way into the post on the right block. Backing in, backing down, kicks it out. Here's Davis. Gives it to Miller at the top. Moves right around the screen, and we got a whistle and a late foul called on Jeremiah Davis for a moving screen. The Bobcats, after landing all those early haymakers in the first half, have allowed Idaho to get in tight and get a few jabs in. Once again, another opportunity to take it down to single digits for Idaho, trailing by 12. Cats have led by as many as 21. Off the screen, Mitchell for three, and it's good. We got a 9-point game. Excuse me, an 11-point game. And a timeout called by Montana State. An 11-point lead for Montana State. We'll take a break. 17:34 to go in the second half, and Colton Mitchell with a three starting to heat up in the second half. Again, we're stepping aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. Montana State leading 48-37 over Idaho. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Welcome to the Bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact Bozeman State Farm agent Dan Rust today.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, we've got 17 minutes, 34 seconds to go in the half. Montana State leads at 48-37 in this second half. Let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Locally with you from ICCU Arena in Moscow. Bobcats are leading 48-37 against Idaho with 17:25 to go in the second half. Jeremiah Davis has the ball to foul. Jack Payne fighting through the screen. He fouled Jeremiah Davis. But Bobcats had opened up as much of as a 21-point lead in that first half. Now Idaho knocking down some shots. They're 3 for 4 from the field to open the second half. MSU's also turned the ball over a couple of times. Pat McMahon down to the right block, back to the basket. Works his way into the paint, gets down to the left block, kicks it out to Davis with 10 to shoot. Around to Miller on the right wing, 8. Bounce pass down to the right baseline for Hodges. Back it in with 4, 3, turns left shoulder, steps through, puts it up, rimming, short. And Idaho got another stop. 48-37, Idaho trailing with the ball. Pico Johnson had it poked away. It's caught by Robury. He lays it up good and one. Tough break that time. Jed Miller reached in underneath. He knocked that thing up in the air, but it landed right in the hands of the forward and center, Brody Robury. And he was able to lay it in as he draws the foul on Chris Hodges, I believe it was. So Robury will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play after he was held scoreless in the first half. And the free throw is good. Yeah, it was the foul on Hodges. Bobcats with the ball, now leading by 8, as close as Idaho has been since very early in this game. Here's King, throws it up to McMahon. And he lost it, miscommunication, turnover by MSU. Johnson in transition, lays it in. Just like that, it's a 6-point game with 6.5 to play. 16 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second half. MSU outscored 9-0 in this second half, looking for their first field goal, first points in the second 20 minutes. Here's McMahon at the top with the lefty dribble. Takes it to the elbow, reverses down to the right block. Bounce pass to Brown, 7 to shoot. Back into the right corner. Here's McMahon along the baseline into a double team. Kick out, King dials up the 3. That's no good, and the long rebound tracked down by Idaho. Behind the back pass to the left corner. 3 ball is up. That's no good. The rebound grabbed by MSU. Still looking for their first points of the second half with 15:50 to go in the second. Brown down to the left baseline. Throws up to the top for McMahon. Handoff for Miller. Works his way into the lane. Goes to the rack through contact. Lays it no. Hodges draws the foul. They call the foul on Hodges. I'm not sure why. Hodges picks up his second. Pico Johnson kind of fell underneath him. I just saw the replay. That was not a foul. Tough break, and now the Bobcats have an avalanche going against him. And we'll see if the Bobcats can respond as we sit at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15:40 to go in the game. Montana State leads it 48-42 over Idaho. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Rib and Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Rib and Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Toyota is a proud partner of Bobcat men's basketball. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Let's go places. 15:40 to go in the second half. Montana State is currently leading 48-42, but they've been outscored 12-0 in the second half. Cats are 0 for 4 from the field in the second half. Idaho is 5 for 7. And 2 quick fouls on Chris Hodges here in the second half has not helped either. So the Bobcats, after a banner blitzing first half, well, they're on the receiving end now. Here in the second half, we'll see if they can turn these things around a little bit as Idaho gets ready to inbound this basketball. All right, good chance here to see what this Bobcat team is made of. Well, frankly, we've seen them walk into these types of adverse situations multiple times throughout the year. For the most part, they have stood tall. Idaho with the ball going from left to right. Bobcats need a stop here as Idaho has come out shooting the lights out, going 5 of 7 from the field to start the second half. Handoff up at the top of the key. Turning to the left wing, here's Mitchell. Throws back up at the top. Payne triggers a 3. That is no good, and Hodges wins the rebound, boxing out the 6'11" Brody Robury. MSU into the front court. Miller around a screen, picks up the dribble, throws to Christian King, pumps the 3, works his way down inside, down to the right block, backing in on Payne, lost it, recovers, still going to work, spins left shoulder, and got stripped and fouled by Payne, his third. Christian King starts to try to assert himself. He went 0 for 2 from the field to start the day. Finds a way to get himself to the line. The other guys have kind of stepped up, picked up that slack. And now King, coming off the 27-point career-high performance on Thursday, knocks down his first point here. But nice to see the kind of durability of offense for Montana State on this road trip so far. It was King and McMahon that led the way on Thursday. Hodges led the way in the first half with 14 points as King splits the free throws. The Bobcats are 2 for 4 from the stripe. 15 minutes to go, second half. MSU up by 7. Idaho with the basketball. Mitchell crosses over, takes it to the elbow, has to back it out as the Bobcats help out defensively. Moving around to Rasmussen on the right wing. Lost the dribble, recovers, gets into the lane on King, pivoting around, steps through, lays it good. Crafty finish by Rasmussen. 5-point lead for Montana State. Miller with the dribble. Turns down to the left block, pulls up, mid-range jumper is good. Boy, Jed Miller just knows exactly what he can do and where he can do it. 9 points for Miller. Johnson looking to get inside, gets up with a little floater, left it short, offensive rebound after a funky rebound and a foul. Seth Almenrud restricted Rasmussen, an easy call for his foul on Seth Almenrud. 14 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the ball game. Montana State up 51-44. They have not trailed in this game, but they did open up a 21-point lead that is slowly deteriorating. Out to the top. Idaho with the ball, trailing by 7. Mitchell turns down to the mid-post, scoops it up, and that is no good. Tip back, no. Offensive rebound. Robury up, no. Another try is good. Robury, after being held scoreless in the first half, has 5. 5-point lead for Idaho, 5-point deficit for Idaho. Bobcats with the ball, just under 14 to play in the game. Christian King moves right around the screen, gets to the elbow, now into the lane, tries to drop it off for Hodges, and he turned it over. A lot of turnovers in the second half. And Idaho sets it up offensively to our right. Johnson lobs into the post, and a foul, an offensive foul. Yeah, Rasmussen just picked up his third as he was trying to post up against Jed Miller. Good work by Miller. Yeah, he had his jersey grabbed, and that's the reason they called it. Excellent effort by Jed Miller underneath. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. MSU inbounds the basketball. They'll go from right to left. Jed Miller running the point. The heart and soul of this 25-26 Bobcat basketball team. Almenrud out on the right wing. Has the dribble, surveying. Throws to King off a screen on the left wing. Takes it down to the mid-post left side. Posts it up, floats it up. That's good, no good, but draws the foul. Took the big bump from Isaiah Brickner, and we see Christian King really trying to assert himself right now. You love to see that. You love to see the ebb and flow of different guys trying to really take control. It's that type of durability in the offense that will serve you well as we move into the meat of this Big Sky schedule. First free throw is good for Christian King, his second point of the night. Averaging 13 points a game, 84% from the free throw line. King is 44% from the field and 39% from the three-point line. Heck of a slash line. Next shot. That's good. King hits them both. He's got 3 points all at the free throw line. 7-point lead for MSU, 13:20 to go in the game. Idaho with the basketball to our right. Mitchell turns left around to screen, takes it to the elbow, down underneath, reverse layup is good. Wow, what a slithery finish. 7 points for Mitchell, who was scoreless in the first half. Again, a 5-point lead for MSU. Miller working with 13 minutes to go in the second half. Around to Almenrud around the perimeter. Thrown up to the top. King has the dribble. Chest pass to Brown. He's got the bounce. Brown works his way down underneath. Weaves inside. Puts up the runner, and it's good. Man, that was a quick change of direction by Davion Brown. Heck of a finish. Bobcats extend their lead to 7. We got a whistle and a blocking foul. Yeah, Almenrud's got to keep moving his feet. Johnson did kind of just like run into him, but I think that was probably correctly administered. Yep. He got caught in a bad spot. He was in an illegal defensive position. I mean, he's right. It looked weird. Did look like Johnson kind of ran into him almost intentionally, but I mean, Almenrud needs to keep moving his feet. So Idaho will inbound the basketball. Mitchell lobs it in down to the left baseline, going to work against King now, and they got to kick it out. Around to the right corner, Mitchell pumps the three, steps left, fires away, and it's good. Colton Mitchell letting the traffic clear. 10 points in the second half. Idaho within 4, as close as they've been since they faced the 21-point deficit. Bobcats with the ball. Jaden Stepp working out of the right wing, gives it to King with a lefty dribble around a screen into the lane. Spins into a double team, kick out for Jaden Stepp. Out to Miller, time to reset, 10 to shoot. Miller with 8, pulls up for a topside three, rattles it home. Oh, Jed Miller is the rain to any drought. He is the man they turn to when they need a bucket most. Now Johnson the other way, out of control, missed the layup. Great defense by MSU. Here come the Bobcats the other way. Miller to Brown, transition, right wing three, ring it up. Davy and Brown pouring it home from deep, and the Bobcats have their lead back to 10 after the defensive stop. Miller and Brown team up for back-to-back Wendy's 3 balls. Timeout, Idaho. The Bobcats weathered the early storm, and then Jed Miller with a 3-ball, a steal, and an assist. And the Bobcats taking care of business, bouncing back after Idaho put a little fear into the Cats. Still plenty left to get to, though. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. We're stepping aside with 11:34 left in the game. Montana State 61, Idaho 51. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you in part by Kendall Ford Lincoln of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal and the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, we're courtside in Moscow. The Bobcats ran out to a blitzing 21-point lead early in this game. Idaho battled back to within 4, and now back-to-back threes by Miller and Brown have built the lead back to double figures for Montana State with 11:25 remaining in the game. It's 61-51, MSU leading. Here's Biko Johnson in the lane, pulls up the logo, the Big Sky logo in the lane, and he floats it home. Biko Johnson's had a phenomenal day today. He's got 16 points. That's +5 over his per-game average. MSU with the ball. Jed Miller's got it. Throws her out of the right wing for King. With a righty dribble, gets himself into the post, and they pulled the chair out from underneath. It's out of bounds. Cats turn it away, or turn it over. And Brickner had him there and then just pulled away. King was anticipating the contact, and that's what kind of forced that turnover. Inbounds pass for Idaho, and they'll go from left to right. Just under 11 to play in the ball game. Montana State up 61-53. Mitchell turns down to the right block. Bounce pass back up to the top. Here's a three. No good. Offensive rebound by Rasmussen. Kicks it out. Mitchell into the left corner. Back to Mitchell. Takes an NBA three. Oh, he's feeling it now. Colton Mitchell knocks it down. And on that heat check, the answer is hot. Mitchell's got 13. 61-56. MSU in front. 10:30 to play in the game. Miller dials up an NBA three. That's no good, and Idaho has the rebound. Idaho the other way from left to right, thrown up to the top of the key. Around to the left wing. Here's Step on the defense. Rasmussen into the lane, puts it up, no. Fight for the rebound, tipped out. The Bobcats win it. And Montana State up by 5 with the ball. Here's Pat McMahon off the screen. Gets down to the right block to set it up. Backing in, posting up. Gets into the paint, spins, hooks. Good and one. Seth Joba picks up the foul. Pat McMahon, his first bucket in the second half. And it comes with a little bit of harm from Joba. And Pat McMahon will go to the line trying to complete the three-point play. Man, the balance and togetherness of this Bobcat offense continues to stand out as the heat continues to rise in the season. McMahon rattles home the free throw. He's back in the double figures again with 10. And the Bobcat lead back up to 8. Idaho with the ball, 9:55 to go in the game. Mitchell, bounce pass to the top. Joba gives back to Mitchell, who's had an extremely hot hand. 13 points in the second half. Dials it up again. That three ball's no good. And then a foul. Biko Johnson came over, picks up his first. Team's 6th foul for Idaho. The Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, a proud sponsor of Montana State Athletics. The Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. MSU into the front court. Throw over to Jaden Stepp on the right wing. Handoff for Miller. Thought about a three. Turned it down. Goes right around a screen. Down to the right baseline. Jump pass to Stepp. Leans in. Banks it too strong off the window. Ooh, that was a clear path. Just got a little too excited. That's all right. Idaho with the ball. Bounce pass over to the right wing for Brickner. Swims through. Down to the right block. Leans in. Banks it good. Isaiah Brickner able to finish. He's got 7. The Marist College transfer. 6-point lead for MSU. 9 minutes remaining. Miller pulls up right elbow jumper. No good. Idaho the rebound. Vandals on the move from left to right. Mitchell crosses over into the lane. Works on Step. Lays it. Good and one. Third foul on Step. Mitchell able to finish. He's got 15. He's matched his per-game average in the second half. And Mitchell going to the line. Remember, he was preseason All-Big Sky player. He spent his freshman year at Idaho State. Transferred over here to Idaho. He is an Idaho native from Coeur d'Alene. That free throw is good. He's a third-year sophomore. 16 points for Colton Mitchell. And now Idaho, as close as they've been, down by 3. This hometown crowd starts to make some noise. Bobcats with the ball. And a foul on Idaho. Trayvon Blassingame trying to fight through the screen. His first. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats. And it puts Jed Miller at the line for a 1-and-1. Massive free throws now for Montana State. They're 6 of 8 tonight. Miller, clutch free throws. Ready to go, front end. It's good. 13 points for Jed Miller. Consistent night tonight. 13 points. He's 5 of 9 from the field. 2 Wendy's 3 balls. That's his first free throw attempt. Now his second is on the way. He's also got 5 rebounds and 3 assists. This shot is good. 14 points for Jed Miller. Cats back in front by 5. 8:35 remaining in the game. Mitchell has the dribble at the top. Moves left around a screen, over to the wing. Skips it over to the right side. Brickner turns the corner into the lane. Jump past the left corner. Here's a 3, and it swirls home. Seth Joba, who's 35% from downtown, pours it home. Idaho hot in the second half from deep. A 2-point advantage for MSU. Idaho continues to chip away. Handoff for Davis. Throws up to Step. He's open. Topside 2. That's no good. Rebound tipped loose. It is out of bounds, and it is Bobcat ball. Great hustle by Jed Miller fighting for that rebound. 8:02 left in the game. We got a stoppage coming at the next whistle. Hodges in. Step out. Davian Brown coming in. He's got 14 points on 5 of 7 shooting. Pat McMahon on the right sideline, inbounds on the Bobcat side. They're up by 2. Need a bucket here, trying to keep it a 2-possession game, or get it back to a 2-possession game. McMahon into the post, into the paint. Gets down to the right block, goes up through contact and draws the foul. Crowd rains boos. That's the 4th on Jackson Rasmussen. And free throws coming for Montana State on the other side. Temperature turning up. They've been calling a tight game the second half. That's how you got to play it. Let's step aside for the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 7:52 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 66-64 over Idaho with free throws coming after this timeout. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The brand is one of the most recognized in healthcare. The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our strength. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. I'm proud that we have the local presence, and yet we're also very fortunate to leverage the size of our larger organization, including innovative products and services at the larger national level, and be able to bring that to Montana for all of our members in the future.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. Pat McMahon at the line for 2 free throws. First shot is good. One more. And he can push this back to a 2-possession game. MSU before that free throw was outscored 34-18 in the first 12 minutes of the second half. This game proving the cliche of the basketball is a game of runs. Very true today. McMahon hits the second free throw. He's got 12. Cats back up by 4 to make it a 2-possession advantage. 7:45 to go in the game. Boy, it's a good one. This is what Big Sky plays all about. Bounce pass up to the top. Payne to the left wing. Turns down to the left block. Bounce pass into the right corner. Working into the mid-post. Floater is up and good. Isaiah Brickner with a high arcing touch shot. Little teardrop. 2-point advantage for MSU. The Bobcats really need to start stiffening up on defense. Idaho shooting 58%, over 58% in the second half. McMahon gives it to Brown. Turns right around to screen. Back to McMahon on the left wing. 1-on-1. Gets down underneath. Kick out right wing. King slashes into the lane. Goes to the rack. Hard to the hole. Got his own rebound after the miss. No. Got another rebound. Tied up. We got a jump ball. And it will be Montana State maintaining the possession. That was a good aggressive take, though, by Christian King. Could have called a foul on Brody Robury, who was moving his feet a little out of funky position, but it's all right. Jed Miller will inbound down to the baseline. MSU in front by 2. These possessions feel so important. When the Cats had opened up a 21-point lead, it has been cut as close as 2. You know, if Idaho can battle back to take the lead, this place will burst. Inbounds pass to Miller from underneath his own basket. Finds King. He's open. Topside 3. Ring it up. Off the inbounds pass from the baseline, Christian King. His first field goal of the night comes with 7 minutes to go in the game. It's a 3-ball to put the Cats back up by 5. Underneath, Mitchell. Skip to the right corner. 3 response. That's good. Biko Johnson not backing down. He's got 19. 2-point lead for MSU. All the 3 balls by MSU, sponsored by Wendy's. 6:35 to go in the game. Christian King, lefty dribble, try to be the closer, lost his balance, and then a kick, and it's going to Idaho. Jeremiah Davis back in. 2-point advantage. One of the first times now that Idaho has a chance to take their first lead. Idaho shooting 60% from the field in the second half, and they're 4 of 8. MSU's done enough offensively, but boy, that defense needs to come back. 71-69, Montana State leads. Brickner into the mid-post. Works his way down to the left block, spins inside, floats it up, ribbing and good. Boy, just automatic right now. And Idaho has tied it. 71 all, 6:08 left in the game. Jed Miller's got the ball. Throws over to McMahon at the top. With the dribble, McMahon one-on-one, staying aggressive, gets down to the left block, banks it up, good and one. Come on, baby. Pat McMahon loving it with a little flex out to his teammates. 14 points for Pat McMahon. And he'll go to the line, try to complete the three-point play. That's a big-time bucket right there. MSU back in front. The free throw is up. That's good. McMahon staying strong at the line. He's got 15 total points, 7 in the first half, 8 in the second half. Phenomenal balance by one of the senior leaders of this club. 5:55 to go in the ball game. MSU back up 74-71. After giving up a 21-point lead, Idaho has tied it once. Here's Johnson, throw back to the top. Robury with a three, banks it home. Brody Robury with his 6th three of the game. Idaho ties it again, 74 all. 5:30 remaining. MSU looking unflustered. Miller to the left wing, gives it to Hodges at the top. Hand off for Brown, turns to the free throw line, into the lane, bounce pass underneath. Hodges, triple team, strip, picks it up, still pivoting, Knicks get rid of it, and it's knocked out of bounds. 8 to shoot. Solid crowd today. They're starting to feel it now. They announced 1,878. Feels big in this gem of an arena. Jed Miller down to the baseline, ready to inbound. Gives it to Hodges. Tough bounce pass, loose. And a timeout called by Idaho. Going to keep it here. And now Idaho will have the ball with a chance to take their first lead of the night. Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. All right, Idaho has battled back. They have outscored Montana State in the second half, 44-26. Idaho shooting 64% in the second half after Montana State shot 65% in the first half. And now we'll see if Montana State can continue to weather this storm, and they need some defensive stops. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Offense has been good. MSU shooting 57% tonight. Got to get some defensive stops here, though. Those have been few and far between in the second half. It was a 21-point lead in the first half for Montana State. Bobcats had an 18-point halftime lead. And now this thing tied at 74. Idaho with the ball. Colton Mitchell gives it to Brickner over on the right wing. And he lost it. Oh, they called a blocking foul on Davian Brown. So it'll be a 1-and-1. Second foul on Brown. All right. Isaiah Brickner going to the line, 86% from the free throw line. And a chance to put Idaho in front for the first time tonight. It's a huge front end of the 1-and-1. Brickner got it. Idaho leads 75-74, 5 minutes remaining. Idaho did the same thing against Montana on Thursday. They battled back from a 14-point halftime deficit to take a late lead before Montana finished it off behind a big performance from Money Williams. Free throws up. No good. MSU has the rebound, down by 1. Their first deficit of the day comes with 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. 75-74 Idaho. Jed Miller with the ball. Has it at the top. Gives it to Hodges with a bounce pass on the right wing. Hodges hands off for Davis with the dribble into the lane. Defense collapse, turns, hands it off. Hodges has it down to the right block, goes up, floats it home. Chris Hodges, a new career high with a big-bodied floater. Little baby right hook, and the Bobcats back in front. Hodges with 16 points for the first time in his career. 4:28 remaining. Brickner gets it out to Mitchell, guarded by Miller. Good matchup there. Mitchell left around a screen over the wing, pulls up for the three. That's no good. Never really set his feet. MSU has the rebound with a 1-point lead. Miller to the left wing. Gives it to Mitchell. McMahon over to the right wing for Davis. Davis throws up to Miller. Then to Hodges, left elbow. Handoff for Davis. Behind the screen. He's open. That three. Bangs it home. Jeremiah Davis. Just what the doctor ordered. A Wendy's three ball now quickly the other way. Brickner floats it up. That's no good. Foul underneath as everybody was tied up. And are they calling that on Davis? I think they are. I don't know, tough to see. There was a bunch of traffic in underneath. And Jeremiah Davis picks up his second foul. We'll take a break. Our final media timeout with 3:49 to go. Montana State leads 79-75 over Idaho after the Jeremiah Davis three ball. Back to the First Interstate Bank broadcast position after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built. Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Bryant, whatever it takes. Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning. Carrier, turn to the experts. Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time. Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces. And NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
Join Champs New Kids Club presented by Billings Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/Champs Kids Club. Got a barn burner today. Boy, it was a hard-fought ball game. Jeremiah Davis with his arm around the official, sharing a smile and a laugh. So it's all good. They're talking about that foul he just got called for, Davis did, as he was trying to box out. 3:49 left in the game. It's Montana State 79, Idaho 75 as we broadcast courtside in Moscow from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. All right, free throw due from Seth Joba on the front end of the 1-and-1. No good. The Bobcats grab the rebound. Jeremiah Davis skying high to pull home the rock. Cats up by 4. MSU from right to left. Over to the right wing for Brown. Up to Miller. Turns left around a screen. Gets to the elbow. Picks up the dribble. Gives it to Hodges, back to Miller, dribbling right, gets inside, puts up a runner, and it's good. Man, oh man, Jed Miller showed off that wily veteran status. The Bobcats back up by 6. Putting together a little run here, and then they call a foul up top. It's Davian Brown, picks up his third. It puts Idaho back at the line. And this should be another 1-and-1. Yep, it is. It's their last 1-and-1, as that's the 9th team foul. Colton Mitchell goes to the line, 16 points in the second half. He was an 11-point a game scorer last year as a starter. Front end is good. He's 78% from the line, averages 15 points per game. The third-year sophomore transfer from Idaho State, the in-conference transfer. Lining it up again. Shot is good. 18 points for Mitchell. 3:20 remaining. MSU up by 4 with the ball. Cats have put 4 players in double figures. Jeremiah Davis also has 9. They really need some defense, but here they are on the offensive side, already over 80 points. McMahon backing in, backing down, banks it short. Rebound tipped, and won by Idaho. Vandals get the stop. Vandals shooting 60% in the second half. Can Montana State stiffen up on the defensive side? Hand off at the top. Give it to Mitchell on the left wing. Crowd ooze, they wanted the big man Robury to let it fly again. Deep into the right corner. Blassingame throws into the post. Robury against Hodges. Spins into a double team, and that is good and one. McMahon got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Robury just threw it up, and his prayers were answered. 10 points for Robury. And he's got a chance for one more. Second foul on McMahon. 2-point game. MSU leading with Robury going to the line where he's 77% this year. Free throws up and good. Back to a 1-point game. Christian King in, Jeremiah Davis to the bench. 2:47 remaining in the game. MSU up 81-80 with the ball. Still struggling to get stops. Got to keep that offense on pace here if you're not getting the stops on defense. This is an Idaho team that averages 81 a game. MSU with the ball. McMahon still holding out on the left wing. Throws it up to the top. Hodges working along the perimeter. Gives it to King off a screen. Turns into the lane. Runs into a double team. Kicks it back out for Miller. 8 to shoot. Miller gets a play call in. 7. Right around a screen. 6. 5. Lobs it underneath. Hodges makes the catch. Lays it. No, but draws a foul. Tried to go to reverse layup. Good job continuing to assert himself. That's Chris Hodges going to the line now as Trayvon Blassingame picks up the foul. Tenth team foul on Idaho, so the Bobcats will be shooting in the double bonus the rest of the way. This is a shooting foul, and Hodges knocks down the free throw. He has struggled there at 37% on the year. Got the first one. One more coming. Shot is up and good. 18 points for Chris Hodges, a career high. Bobcats back in front by 3. 2:15 remaining. MSU trying to find a 4-0 start and exercise some demons in a building here at Idaho that they have struggled in the last 2-3 years. Up to the top. Overhead pass to the right wing. Johnson moves left around a screen. We hit the 2-minute mark. Johnson left to the top. Triggers a 3. Got it. We got a tie game as Biko Johnson knocks it home. 83 all. The Bobcats continuing to struggle on the defensive side down the stretch. Idaho 7 of 12 from deep in the second half. Where do the Cats go on offense in a tie game? Jed Miller at the top with 1:40 remaining. Out to Brown and a blocking foul. Big call there. Mitchell trying to take a charge out of the perimeter in a tie game. It's so hard to get a charge these days in college basketball. That's an easy call for the officials, and it puts the Bobcats at the line. So here's Davian Brown, an 83% free throw shooter, going to the stripe for a massive, massive set. He gets 2 here. The first is up. Oh, and short. MSU now 13 of 16 from the free throw line today. 1:38 remaining. Brown's got 14 points today on 5 of 7 shooting and 3 Wendy's 3 balls. Christian King heading back in to check in. The free throw is up and good. 15 points for Brown. He'll head to the bench. King back in along with McMahon, Davis, Hodges, and Miller. 84-83. MSU up by 1. Idaho with the ball. They've struggled defensively in the second half. Just got to string together a stop or 2 here. Johnson has the dribble at the top of the key. Crosses over to the free throw line, into the lane, runs into a double team, wants to get rid of it, skips it out to the left wing. Up to Mitchell at the top. Mitchell has the dribble. Moves left around a screen, pulls up, left wing 3, and it's good. Colton Mitchell with 21 in the second half. 2-point lead for Idaho. Cats with the ball, 1:10 remaining. Crowd to their feet. About 1,800 here tonight. Miller at the top, gives it to McMahon. 1 minute remaining. Up to Miller. Pressured near the half-court line. A timeout called by Montana State. They'll have 1 left. Are you on the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Also, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. for a reason. It's instantly fun, easy to learn, but can take years to master, and Pickler Bozeman's state-of-the-art indoor facility is truly spectacular. 13 courts, full gym and shower facilities with tons of space for private events and parties. Drop in and see what everyone is talking about. Take the cold out of winter and join the fun. 59 seconds to go in the ball game. MSU down 86-82. MSU had opened up as much as a 21-point lead in that first half. They were up by 18 in the second half, and now they have been outscored by 20 in the second half. Idaho shooting 64% from the field. They're 8 of 13 from 3 in the second half. And, boy, a big turn of events. It was 48-30 MSU at the half, and now it's 56-36 in just second half scoring by Idaho. Montana State has the ball coming out of their timeout. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Down 2 with the ball. Colton Mitchell, the big three a moment ago, to make it a 2-point lead. This 2-point lead is Idaho's largest of the day. Pat McMahon will inbound it, a battle-tested Bobcat group. Battle-tested for moments like these. McMahon ready to inbound the ball. Crowd making noise. Miller working hard to get open. They get it to King. He's at the top. Back to McMahon on the right wing. Slices down to the mid-post right side. Back to the basket. Double team help is there. Working down. Still banking in. Spins left shoulder. Lost in a foul. Foul called on Rasmussen. That should be his 5th. And it is. So Jackson Rasmussen, who was monster in that first half, fouls out with 48.5 left. Pat McMahon going to the line with a chance to tie it if he hits them both. 49 seconds left. Either way, you're going to need at least one more stop with this Idaho team shooting 64% in the second half. So McMahon to the line. One of the senior leaders, fifth-year player out of Alaska. First of 2. Got it. 16 points for McMahon. He had 7 in the first half. All right, now this next free throw would tie it. Pat McMahon is an ice-cold assassin. These are the moments you love to have, that ice water running through your veins. Bends at the knees. McMahon puts it up. Rimming. No! Splits the free throws. Idaho has the rebound, a 1-point lead. About an 8-second differential between the shot and game clocks. Got to get a stop if you're Montana State. One timeout for both teams. This place goes silent as Mitchell sets it up on the center logo. Can Montana State's defense get the stop that has eluded them in the second half? Mitchell to the left wing. Turns down inside. Gets deep into a double-team fall-away jumper, and it's good. 3-point game. Shot clock off. MSU has the ball. Bobcats from right to left. Timeout called by MSU. All right. So Colton Mitchell with that monster second half. 23 points all since the break. 88-85. And Montana State in danger of giving this one away late. Checking in on the First Interstate Bank out-of-town scoreboard right now with a lot going on. Montana does have a 6-point lead at Eastern right now. Portland State with a 32-point lead at home against Sac State midway through the second half. And the women won, winning 99-66 at home. All right. 19 seconds left in this ball game. Montana State is trailing 88-85. This 3-point deficit is their largest of the day. They led by 21 in the first half, 18 at halftime. And now they need their offense, which has been solid here in the second half, to step up. Down 3, MSU 8 of 13 from the 3-point line today, so they've been very good from beyond the arc. Where do they go? 3 for Brown, 3 threes for Brown, and 2 for Miller tonight. Inbound into Miller. Shot clock off, down 3 with the ball for MSU. Miller has the dribble at the top, turns inside, gets into the lane, pulls up for the 2-pointer, and it's good. 1-point game. Miller pours it in, 88-87, 10 seconds left. Idaho will inbound. They get it in over on that far side, and McMahon quickly comes in for the foul, extending this game out. And Isaiah Brickner will go to the line, an 86% shooter. So Brickner going to the line, the Marist College transfer. He was there for 2 years up on the East Coast, where he was a MAC All-Rookie team, now in his second year at Idaho. And going to the line, the best he can do is make it a 3-point game. First free throw. It's good. Hit nothing but the net. 2-point lead for Idaho with 9.6 seconds left. The shot is up and good. He hits them both. Clutch free throws from Brickner. No timeouts for Montana State. 9.6 seconds left as the Cats need a 3 to send this to overtime. McMahon inbounds. Miller takes it down the floor along the right sideline. 7 seconds left in overtime. They do foul at half court to send Miller to the line. Biko Johnson picks up his second. Miller goes to the stripe with 6 seconds left. Miller exhales, wipes his hands, and dries them off on the side of his shorts across that Golden Cats logo. 90-87, Idaho leading. They've put up 60 points in the second half. First free throw. That's good. We got a 2-point game with 6 seconds left. One timeout still left for Idaho. Jeremiah Davis checking back in, the offense-defense sub. Miller bends at the knees, puts it up. That's good. We got a 1-point game, 90-89. 6 seconds left. Idaho will inbound with 1 timeout still. Payne surveying, long baseball pass ahead, caught by Johnson, makes the catch, gets underneath, lays it up and in. 3-point lead, Montana State with the ball, 4 seconds left. Jed Miller makes the catch, throws ahead, King steps to his left, lets it fly for the tie. No, and the Bobcats lose. MSU gives up a 21-point lead and falls 92-89 against Idaho. Bobcats fall to 3-1. In Big Sky play, 9-8 overall. Idaho improves to 10-6, 2-1 in conference play. We'll take a break. Bobcats fall 92-89 against Idaho on the road. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and